Throughout the long hours just before dawn, Mrs. Gregory and Captain Bradford have waited in the Euclidean control chamber with G-47, waited for news of the submarine, which is plowing northward in 50 feet of water, to meet and capture the rescue boat with Johnson aboard. Jerry and Joan have been forced to go with the submarine, and Jerry has been compelled to send radio messages from the submarine to Johnson, as if he were sending them from the Magic Island, asking Johnson to hurry to the island. As we look into the communication chamber on the 50-foot level of the island, we find G-47 looking intently into the prism reflectors. Mrs. Gregory and Captain Bradford watch him.
Don't forget you were fooled once before when you were allowed to look into this reflector.
That's true, Pat, but this time I think our friend here is too busy to bother with playing any tricks on me, eh, G-47?
Precisely. The image before you is Johnson's boat.
Then if your calculations are correct, and if those messages we heard between the submarine and Johnson's boat were genuine, the submarine should be under the other boat in a few minutes now.
Right. If Johnson's heading a steady 35, as he says, and the sub maintains it's 25, they should meet in 5 or 6 minutes.
What will happen then? What instructions have you given that woman commander regarding her treatment of Johnson?
She will bring the boat here, if Johnson is sensible. Otherwise...
Otherwise what?
It will be sunk with all on board.
Oh, Tex, I'd rather lose everything on board than have that happen. G-47, won't you let us send a message to Johnson telling him to surrender peaceably?
I want everything on board that boat, but I will destroy it if necessary. There are other materials, and your formula, which Johnson has taken from the leg of that pigeon.
Oh, you knew the pigeon had reached Johnson's boat?
Precisely.
Jerry had to give it away in his last message to Johnson. Can't be helped.
I can always compel you to give me the formula, Captain.
That won't be so easy to do.
We value that formula more than our lives, G-47. We will never give it up.
So, you see, if you sink Johnson's boat with the formula materials on board, your chances are mighty small.
That can wait. Now, if you will look into the reflector carefully, you will see the end of another of your hopes.
What does he mean, Tex?
I don't know. Let me get a good look at that thing. I wonder. Yes. You win that one all right, G-47.
What are you talking about, Tex?
Well, I had an idea Johnson might be able to slip a message to one of those battleships maneuvering around here. But that's blown up now. Look, Pat, you can see the ships going away, and they're too far off Johnson's course for him to reach them.
Yes, especially after Johnson's receiving Jerry's message to come straight to this island. It may have fooled him.
Not a chance. But Johnson will figure that for all our sakes, the safe thing to do is to obey the message. He'll have something figured out to help us when he arrives.
But don't you think Johnson might have been able to get a message to those boats without being heard here?
No message could leave there without being heard here.
No, I suppose you're right. Well, I guess all we can do is stand here and watch this. How far are they from the island?
They will meet just north of 28 degrees, about 75 miles from here.
And will this reflector show the meeting? I mean, will we be able to see the details of both ships?
Perfectly. When the time comes, I will increase the power and sharpen the focus. You will have splendid opportunity to witness the surrender.
I'm not going to stay here and see it. I'm going back to the yacht.
You stay here, Pat. We can't do any good on the yacht. We might as well see it, no matter what happens. It'll be better than sitting on the yacht, down in that dark lock and wondering what's happening to those two kids.
J24Y to J12C. Jerry Hall to Johnson.
Jerry again, sending a message from that submarine.
Silence.
J24Y to J12C. Hello, J12C. Hello, J12.
J12C to J24Y. Go ahead, J24. Go ahead, Jerry.
Have important instructions for you, J12. Copy and repeat.
Right, Hall. Standing by to copy and repeat. Let's have...
Tex, something's happened on the submarine.
That's gone dead.
Hey, what's the matter? Can't I go on sending to Johnson?
No, I must replace this tube. You sit over there with Cleostra. Make no move, or I shall resort to the magnetic paralysis.
Don't worry, I won't move. Get over so I can sit down, Joan.
Yes, Jerry. And do be quiet. We are nearly to Mr. Johnson's boat now. We must do nothing to endanger his life.
How about our own lives?
Oh, we are quite safe so long as we follow the commander's orders. But we must do nothing to cause Johnson to make a foolish move. It would mean something terrible for him.
You are wise, my little Cleostra.
I wish you'd call her Joan. I don't like that Cleostra.
Jerry, please, you will do harm.
Now the tube is replaced. You may return to your seat in the control section. Touch nothing, not even this microphone. These tubes heat in a matter of seconds. When the tube glows evenly, send the message. Use care, great care. A mistake would be costly. Now.
I got it. J24Y, J12C. Hello, Johnson. Hello, J12C.
Go ahead, J24Y. Ready to take your message. Go ahead.
Get this exactly. I am in a submarine running north on your course. Should meet you at latitude 27 degrees, 56 minutes south. Meet in about 5 minutes, making 25 knots in 8 fathoms water. Meet you at 27 degrees, 56 minutes south, and 124 degrees, 30 minutes west in 5 minutes. Repeat, J12.
Right, Hall. You sound like you mean business. Here it is. You are coming north on my course, making 25 knots in 8 fathoms, meeting my boat at longitude 124.30 west, latitude 27.56 south in 5 minutes. Right?
Right. Now here's your orders. When you make the position, lay to, we will board you and direct your run to island. You will be about 75 miles from island. You will have to make it straight and fast for all our sakes. Lay to at 27 degrees, 56 minutes. We will board you there. Confirm.
Lay to at 27.56. What's it all about, Jerry?
Sorry, no information. You will learn a lot when we board you. Be seeing you in about 4.5 minutes. That's all. Well, how'd I do?
You are learning. The message approached intelligence. But there was one thing about Johnson's message that does not satisfy me.
I guess my message didn't satisfy him any too well either, from the way he sounded.
I am interested only in technical satisfaction.
What was wrong with the reception?
There was a terrific variation between this wave band and the one used in the previous exchange of messages. Can you account for that?
No, but what of it? He got the message, and that's the main thing, ain't it?
Jerry, do not say ain't.
Okay, Joan. That all, Skipper?
Be more circumspect in your address, Hall. My title is that of Commander.
Oh, I'm sorry, Commander.
That is better. Now you may return to the rear of this section. We cease progress here. SE-1.
Yes, Commander.
Cut all power. Prepare the elevators. Correct your depth gauges. We lay to immediately.
We'll do so at once, Commander.
What's going on now?
I'm not sure, Jerry. This ship has never been on the surface, and yet we are going to board Johnson's boat. I thought no Euclidean submarine ever went to the surface.
You will see this one do it, but in a manner you may not expect. You will take that metal seat with the armrests over there, Hall.
This one?
Yes. Get into it at once.
I'm in it. What now?
You, Cleostra, take the one to your left.
Yes, Commander. I am ready.
You will remain in that position, both of you. One movement, and I will magnetize you to the seat.
I'll hold everything.
I will not move.
That is well.
All powers cut. Progress slackening rapidly. We'll be stationary in 100 yards.
Good. And your depth reading?
Gauge shows the axis at exactly 8 fathoms.
Correct. 8 fathoms is the reading here. You will take the ship to an axis depth of 7 fathoms, even keel.
Right. 7 fathoms, even keel. Going up.
Boy, see how nice this boat slants up through the water.
But nothing ever makes a sound.
Yeah, too quiet for me.
It is done to make communication perfect within the boat.
Access reading 7 fathoms exactly. Boat stationary. Elevators ready. Orders, Commander.
Hold position. I will join you in the forward control section. You two remain exactly as you are.
Aye, aye, Skipper. Yes, Commander.
We will obey orders.
It is well. Now I will take over from you, SE-1.
What's going on, Joan?
We are standing by to board Johnson's boat. It should be directly overhead any moment.
Well, I know all that, but we can't board it from here. Johnson's boat's no submarine. This one will have to go to the surface.
Silence in the central section. Ready, SE-1.
Ready.
Elevate slowly by forward tube. Watch for surface craft.
Elevating.
Hey, Joan, this boat's going to the surface, all right?
I think not, Jerry.
Sure it is. Look at the nose go up.
Yes, but look at the stern go down.
Huh? Say, you're right. This middle section is standing still. This crazy boat is going to stand on end.
I think that is right. Look, Jerry, these seats are mounted in universal brackets. Our position remains upright, while the submarine is tilting rapidly.
I'll say it's tilting rapidly. Look at the commander and the engineer way up there in the air. This is the nuttiest boat ride I ever took.
Hall and Cleostra, come to the forward section at once.
You told us to stay here.
Silence, fool. I have changed my mind.
She's a woman, all right, even if she is skipper of the submarine.
We must hurry, Jerry, or she will be very angry.
How are we going to get up there? This thing's pretty near straight up and down by now.
Are you blind as well as stupid? The handrail on the catwalk is now perpendicular. The supporting ribs form a ladder at this position. Hurry up that ladder.
Okay. Here we go, Joan. I'll go ahead.
Yes, Jerry, and please hurry.
Climbing a ladder in an upside-down submarine. Boy, this would give the folks back home a laugh.
Well, hurry, Jerry. You climb so slowly.
You will take that swinging platform, Hall. You that one, Cleostra.
I will if I'm able to take anything. How you doing, Joan?
I will take my place in a moment.
Gee whiz, look down, Joan. The stern of this thing is right under us, 80 feet or more, straight down.
Yes, and look through the transparent steel in the nose of the boat.
Huh? Oh, boy, the nose is out of water.
Silence. You will make ready to open the forward port, SE-1.
Make ready to open the forward port.
Joan, look, that shadow. It's moving. It's Johnson's boat.
Yes, Jerry.
Open the port. Prepare to board that boat.
Open the port. Prepare to board. Stand clear.
Jerry and Joan thought they had troubles enough when they were forced to go with the Euclidean submarine to capture Johnson's boat and bring it to the Magic Island. However, even the Euclidean submarines do not act like other submarines, and we find this strange boat standing still at the spot where they are to meet Johnson's boat, standing on end, straight up and down in the water, 100 feet of cigar-shaped boat with its nose out of the water. Jerry and Joan are huddled in the tiny forward control section with the woman commander and the Euclidean engineer as Johnson's boat bears down on them.
Golly whiskers, Joan. Here comes Johnson's boat, all right.
Yes, Jerry. The position of the meeting was calculated quite accurately.
There must be some irregularity in the speed of that boat. It will arrive at this point nearly a minute behind the planned schedule.
That's too bad, isn't it?
Oh, please, say no more, Jerry. The commander is angry.
Okay, Joan. Boy, look at that boat come.
What do the indicators make his speed, SE-1?
Exactly 35 knots per hour. Decimal 583 knots per minute.
Excellent. His distance?
1,000 yards.
1,000 yards is approximately half a knot. He should lay to here within the next 65 seconds.
That verifies my reading exactly.
Very well. You may go below. Stand by to stabilize as we board. I want this microphone directly connected to the amplifying speaker.
Very good. We'll stand by to stabilize.
Are you ready, SE-1?
Ready. Stabilizer is gyrating. Amplifier is ready.
To the Johnson cruiser, cut your engines. Stand by. Submarine off your starboard prow. Lay to. We will board you.
Hey, he's not going to stop.
No, the boat is passing us.
Johnson's boat, lay to. Stop those engines.
I didn't see a soul on board but the man at the wheel.
This will mean terrible trouble, Jerry.
SE-1, look sharp.
Ready, Commander.
Boat ran past without slackening speed. Throw controls this microphone into radio start generators.
Guess there's going to be trouble, all right.
I cannot understand your Mr. Johnson, Jerry. If he knew that danger threatened him...
He is about to learn. There is a possibility his mediocre instruments missed the calculation. That might save his life. Silence. To J-12C, Commander S-1 aboard Euclidean submarine. To J-12C, will give you 30 seconds to lay to and come about. S-1 to J-12C, lay to and come about. Acknowledge that, J-12C.
Gee, he doesn't answer. I'll bet he's going to run for it.
But that would do him no good, Jerry. He will only be caught.
SE-1, prepare to submerge.
Prepare to submerge.
Hall and Cleostra, remain in this compartment. SE1, close the port.
Close port.
Submerge, course due south, full speed ahead, 2 fathoms.
Submerge 2 fathoms. Full speed ahead. Due south.
I will now return to the central control section with the engineer. You two remain here. All you say will be heard plainly.
We will do nothing, Commander.
Yeah, not much of that.
It is well. When the time comes for action, one movement on your part and you will not see the capture.
Boy, I'm afraid we're going to have to watch Johnson get some rough treatment now.
There are many terrible things the commander might do to Johnson's boat.
That boat's got a couple of minutes head start, and he can make 55 knots if he has to. This tub can't do that.
But this boat will not have to catch Johnson's boat. We will merely have to get directly astern of him, the axis of this boat directly on his true course. And then those awful submarine rays will be sent from the nose of this ship.
Hey, when those rays start to happen, let's get away from here. We're right in the nose of this thing.
Oh, but not now, Jerry. This was the nose coming out. It will be the stern on the return trip.
Oh, that helps a little. Whoa there. Boy, this boat is slipping down awful fast. Oh, boy. That's just like riding on a roller coaster.
We will soon be on an even keel, Jerry. This boat can submerge and right itself in 1 minute.
It's all too fast for me. Now we're straightening out all right. And we're so near the surface you can see the daylight coming down through the water.
Silence in the stern section. SE1,
Yes, Commander.
prepare the bow submarine ray, directional magnet.
Bow submarine ray, directional magnet.
Oh, Jerry, the commander is going to use the submarine ray on Johnson's boat.
Not if I know anything about it, she won't.
Well, but what can you do, Jerry?
I can do plenty. Oh! Hey! That magnetism thing got me. I can't move my hands and feet.
It is affecting me also, Jerry. Oh, it makes my arms ache.
Gosh, she's sure pouring it to us. Feels like one of those machines you take hold of and then can't let go.
Now that you are convinced of my ability to hold you out of my way, are you going to make it necessary to apply the magnetic tape to your tongue?
Gosh, she wouldn't really do that, would she?
Yes, Jerry. The paint applied to the tongue would make it impossible for us to talk.
I'd rather quit talking because I thought of it myself. Okay, Commander. I'm shut.
It is well. Ready, SE1.
Magnetic directional rangefinders directly on stern of escaping yacht.
Range.
5,500 yards.
Drift.
Negligible.
Excellent. Prepare charge.
Strength of charge.
Maximum. That boat would be worthless unless taken intact. To cripple it might damage valuable instruments aboard. It must be totally destroyed.
Right. Maximum charge.
Gee, Joan, she's going to destroy that boat.
Oh, it is terrible, Jerry.
Silence. Are you ready, SE1?
Ready.
Wait for the 2,000-yard range. You will fire as your graph shows the other boat is 5,985 yards. The ray will absorb loss from moisture to compensate for the 15 yards.
Ready. 5,900 yards. 5,910. 5,920.
When he gets to 5985, he'll shoot.
Oh, quiet, Jerry. We can do
5940.
nothing.
5,950. 5,960. 5,970.
You will hold your
5980.
fire until orders from me.
Stop, SE1.
Right.
Orders from G47. Do not fire at this time. Continue course following boat. Full speed ahead.
Full speed ahead.
Oh, boy, Joan. That's good luck. I feel better.
It is wonderful, Jerry. In another minute, Johnson's boat would have been destroyed.
Well, I'm glad you decided to do that, G47. It wouldn't have helped any of us to sink that boat.
Oh, Tex, I'm so nervous. It was only a matter of seconds until that submarine ray would have been cutting through the water and Johnson's boat gone.
I have certain ideas I want to experiment with.
Well, I don't care what you do. Now that Johnson is safe.
He is 60 miles from this island. There is ample time in which to destroy the boat if you do not accede to my wishes.
Yes, G47, anything you want.
Right, Pat. We'll save Johnson in that boat no matter what we have to do.
Very well. You, Captain, will take your position before the transmission panel. Speak to Johnson. Ask him why he did not lay to for the submarine. Upon your questions and his answers depend the lives of all on board that yacht.
Go ahead, Tex, and don't antagonize G47.
I'll do my best. Do you want me to use the yacht call?
No, it is no longer necessary. Johnson has realized by this time that your yacht is powerless. Use my signature.
Johnson's going to have a nightmare over this. Well, here goes. J12C, Bradford to Johnson on J12C. Hello, J12. Hello.
I wonder if he'll be listening, Tex. He may not be near the set now.
He'll be doing nothing but listening. He'll be looking to us for an explanation as to why Jerry invited him to run into a submarine boarding party. J12C, hello.
You will continue indefinitely, Captain Bradford.
Right. J12C, Bradford from the Euclidean control room to Johnson on J12C. We have observed you closely for the last half hour. Had reports from sub. You must be running a direct course to this island. Position of island as given you before. Why did you refuse to speak submarine? Hello, Johnson. Hello. Must have answer to this message.
Commander S1 to Captain Bradford. Have message for you. Must have G47 okay before give it to you.
You may give Captain Bradford any message.
Very good, G47. To Captain Bradford. Johnson boat is well within range my sensitive frequency graphs in this submarine. Your wave very strong along Johnson's course, but reaching us unbroken. Apparently not being broken by Johnson's receiver. No evidence of any attempt to transmit from Johnson's boat. That is all.
Thanks, S1. May I inquire how Jerry Hall and Cleostra are?
Troublesome but safe, holding them in stern with magnetic safety belt. Commander S1 to Bradford.
Say, G47, that message sounds kind of funny to me. What did she mean by saying my radio beam had not been broken at Johnson's boat?
That is obvious, I think.
You mean that she's got instruments on board that sub which will show if some receiver has cut a piece out of a beam she's receiving?
Naturally.
Well, that may be naturally to you, but it's black magic to me. I didn't know a radio wave lost such an amount of intensity by individual reception that it could be detected on another receiver.
I'm afraid we know very little about Euclidia, Tex.
Yes, I'm sure of it. But that living last beats me. Like the farmer who wouldn't put up 2 windmills because there wasn't wind enough for both of them.
He might have utilized your idle talk for the other one.
Sorry, G47, but what can I do of any value now?
Continue trying to raise Johnson. I will give you 300 seconds in which to speak him. Then I will order the destruction of his boat.
Oh, Tex, 5 minutes. What can you do?
Just keep trying. One thing's sure. If Johnson has his receiver open, he'll hear all our conversation in this room. That ought to convince him of the necessity of answering me at once.
Keep trying, Tex. We've got to warn Johnson.
Right, dear. I'll do my best. J12C, Johnson. Hello, J12. Bradford on Euclidia to J12C. Danger of your immediate destruction if you do not answer. What's the matter, Johnson? Hello, J12C. Hello, Johnson. Bradford to J12C. Emergency. Answer at once.